Happy Tuesday, everyone. Hope you guys are having a great day. And yeah, very excited to talk about IO community today. Hi, Sean. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Emran. Thank you for joining us. Super excited to have you guys on as a panelist. So
Happy Wednesday, actually.
Oh, Wednesday. Oh, I'm so sorry. I apologize. Well, this week.
It's all right. It's all right. Mentally, I'm at Friday already. So
Happy Wednesday, everyone. We are halfway through the week and mentally Friday.
all right.
Okay, it is time. It's 10 o'clock on the dot. Welcome, everyone. I'm Selena. I'm the Seller Business Development Manager at Ingredients Online, and I'll be your host today. We're thrilled to have you join us for this exciting webinar introducing IO Community, our latest innovation in the ingredients sourcing industry. At Ingredients Online, our mission has always been to make sourcing raw ingredients easier, faster, and more transparent. But we also know that relationships matter. That's why we develop IO Community, a first of its kind networking platform designed specifically for professionals in the ingredients industry. Today, you'll learn why we built IO Community, how it works, and why we believe it's going to be a game changer for both buyers and sellers. But first, let's meet our panelists. Let's start with our first speaker, Tiffany Zhao, Director of Product Management at Ingredients Online. Tiffany has been instrumental in the development of IO Community, and she'll be sharing insights into its creation and what's coming next. Hi, Tiffany. It's great to have you here.
Hi, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here today. I've been closely involved in the development of IO community for the past years, and I'm really excited to share with you all how it's transforming the raw material industry down the road.
So great to have you, and we love you here at Ingredients Online. Next, we have Sean Dhaliwal, Marketing Event Coordinator, who will discuss why IO Community is a must-have tool for ingredients buyers and sellers, and how it compares to other platforms like LinkedIn. Hi, Sean. It's wonderful to have you here as well.
Hey, Selena. Good to be here. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining. I'm the marketing event coordinator here, and I've been involved with the development of IO Community for about a year now. And I've been really helping to spearhead the company's public messaging about IO Community. And yeah, it's good to see everyone here.
And everyone, Sean is amazing. He's an amazing partner and in the marketing development world. And so we're so happy to have him at Ingredients Online. I'm sure our CEO, David, will agree to that. So fantastic. I'm excited to dive in. Let's start at the very beginning. Why did Ingredients Online create IO Community?
So that's a good question. Being on the product team itself is critical to always take a step back and talk about why we needed to create this in the first place, right? So at Ingredients Online, we are always looking for ways to improve raw material industry by addressing the challenges our customers and our sellers are facing. So over the years, we've seen a major gap in this industry when it comes to finding the right point of contact, finding new ways to collaborate. Existing platforms like LinkedIn can be too broad in a sense and it stops at mere just networking. So what makes IO community so unique is that here, we make the procurement process more innovative and more collaborative. You can engage with your potential partners, even your own teams during the entire sourcing process. And other features like AI-powered network really connects you with the like-minded professionals that really tailored to your actual business needs. So our goal here is to provide a solution not only meets, but also exceeds the needs for our ingredients and buyer and suppliers, making it more efficient, more productive when it comes to the transactions.
Love that, Tiffany. That makes total sense. And I do love the AI feature where it states it gives you AI connections that are referred to you due to your industry and categories. So the ingredients industry is highly specialized, and having a platform built for it is a game changer.
Yeah, I want to add something to that as well. IO Community really was like the next logical step in terms of our technical innovation. we already have a very solid e-commerce foundation with Ingredients Online. A lot of you in the audience, you probably have used Ingredients Online in one way or the other, whether you're buying products or maybe if you're selling products on there. That the Ingredients Online has come a very long way since it's first launched. I mean, we only had like a handful of sellers, a handful of products in the beginning, but now we've got hundreds of sellers providing
Grown so much.
multiple thousands of products with thousands of customers active. So in terms of our e-commerce platform, there's very solid footing there. But IO Community is basically the next logical step in terms of our tech innovation. And it's right now, yeah, it's in its beta phase, but there's so much more potential with it that we've got things developing. So yeah, this is what we really want to focus on going forward.
Thank you, Sean. Now that we know why IO Community was developed, let's talk about what it actually does. Sean, can you give us an overview?
Yeah, absolutely. So IO Community is essentially a social networking platform that is built with our industry in mind, the ingredients industry as a whole. Okay. Um, so it's basically a dedicated space that allows you to connect with other users in a more meaningful way. LinkedIn was brought up earlier, and LinkedIn, there's just a lot of noise on LinkedIn. I'm sure a lot of you are using LinkedIn, and the issue with that is, yeah, it is a B2B social networking platform, but the thing is, it throws so much unnecessary stuff your way. Like I mean, I get connections and messages from people who are like not even relevant to me. With IO Community, the hope is that we can get all of that extra noise cut out. The first way we do this is really like the AI recommendations. So as Tiffany attested to earlier, AI really is the name of the game in terms of tech these days. You've heard of it, it's everywhere. There's not really there's no escaping it, but any smart company worth its salt will incorporate elements of it into their operations. And that's what we're doing with a large enterprise project like IO Community. The vision for it is to essentially build a networking platform that is just smarter, targeted, and more dynamic for you, the end user. Our system really does a good job of taking advantage of our database already to link you with the right type of really like people, companies, and even products that are relevant to you. Okay, and that kind of leads into the ultimately the networking part of IO Community. As the platform matures and gains more users, like all of you in the audience, you'll be able to essentially build your own personal brand. Okay, that you can start groups, join discussions about what's happening in your specific field. Like, are you in purchasing or R&D? Is there a specific type of product you're looking for? You can post it and get, like you can hashtag a specific type of product, like, I don't know, citric acid, and then that will go out into the network. And, hopefully that'll attract people that you can connect with. Is there a new product you're launching? Is there something like a research paper that your company did that you want to link to? So
That you're
it's stuff
sourcing
like,
for.
oh
Also,
yeah,
for my sellers that I work with on IO Community, they are always asking, what are you sourcing for? What do you do for this, XYZ? So it's a great place to ask those kind of questions within our industry.
yeah, absolutely. No, I mean, even if you're attending a trade show, like I'm going to be attending, Supply Side Connect, and then you can link up with people going there. So it's designed to really get the discussion and the networking going. So you're connecting with the right people with all the recommendations that AI will give you. Now, but the last one that you see here on the slide is called price inquiry, and that's really the big part of IO community that has attracted a lot of attention. When people see this in person, it's like it really clicks with them. So, for example, if I want to share my screen real quick because I want to give you guys like a demo as to like what this thing actually looks like. So, I am going to share my screen. Can you guys see my screen here?
Yes, we can see your screen.
All right, great. Okay, so suppose that I'm a user on Ingredients Online and I'm looking to source a specific product. Let's say it's okay, L-arginine. That's a good one, right? Okay, I find a specific product. This one looks good. I go to the product page here. Okay, looks like I've got all the documents I need. It's in stock. Okay, and I've got all the pricing available to me here. However, I think I can kind of do better on the pricing. It's just not quite there for me. God, I wish that I could talk to the seller to maybe negotiate a better price for this quantity. Well, the thing is, you can now. You'll see a button on the product display page called Negotiate Now. So you click that, and it's going to instantly take you to IO Community. Now, if you're already a user on our e-commerce platform, Ingredients Online, you will have access to this price inquiry feature. Okay. So this takes you to the form. You'll be able to set all the required information, such as the quantity that you want. So in this case, just for example, I'm going to say I want 45,000 kilos here. Okay. And in terms of the price, let's say I'm gonna do $5. Okay. I can select whether I want this to be a blanket order or just a one-time spot purchase. Let's do spot purchase for this. I can set a release date. I can select what warehouse I want that product shipping from. In the case of this product example, it's stored in a couple of our warehouses, but if you're trying to negotiate a product that is housed with, for example, like at a seller's warehouse, then that option will appear as well. I set whatever the required shipping address I want. And then in this box here for additional instructions, I can type out all the extra details for this request. And then once I submit it, I'm not going to submit it because, I don't want the seller getting like some kind of test inquiry. But once I submit it, then the seller is going to get a notification that a buyer has requested a better price. And then from there, the seller is able to either accept the offer or they can counter with an offer of their own. And this can go, each side has up to 3 rounds to counter or accept. But in the scenario, now once the price has been agreed upon and both parties accept it, that order is automatically created in my Ingredients Online dashboard. Okay. And then once I, as the user, give the final approval, then the order proceeds to get fulfilled as normal. So for our customers on Ingredients Online, this is a great way to improve your overall sourcing network. And at the same token, if you are a seller on Ingredients Online, this is a great way to basically multiply your sales channels. And then what you're seeing here is the platform itself. It's designed to be very user friendly. if you've seen, I'm sure all of you have been on Facebook, you've all been on LinkedIn, so this format is pretty familiar to you. You can post anything you want. We have our network page where you can search for products or people. You can connect with, contacts who are recommended to you based on our AI bot. And our inquiry hub is the place which is going to house all of the records of all of your price inquiries. So yeah, this, as you can see, this is in beta form, but we really would like to have all of you, join, play around with it, and tell us what works, what doesn't work. Um, so yeah, I'll stop my share. Emran, you can proceed with sharing your screen.
Thank you so much for that, Sean, and for showing us IO Community. I think that really enhances, all the benefits, all the values, and I look forward to hearing about Tiffany speak about the development side of all that stuff and what other perks we have inside. So definitely sounds like a game changer for ingredient sourcing. Tiffany, next topic. What does the future look like for IO Community?
So Sean walked you all through this great demo on the pricing. Create Ingredients Online definitely has been focusing primarily on the transaction side of this in this raw material industry. So we're in this industry for decades and constantly looking for new opportunities to bring more values to our customers and suppliers. AI today is definitely reshaping almost all the industries, right? And by integrating AI into our service and products, we really aim to empower our customers, sellers with automation, data-driven decision-making, intelligent recommendations, not only just on the networks, but also on pricing or even inventory trend, really ensuring our user to stay ahead in this ever-evolving market. So while we are incredibly excited about what IO Community can do today, we're even more excited about what's coming next. So as you can see on the screen, like enhanced AI-driven recommendations and more interactive tools, like deeper analytics on the sourcing trends and additional information in this market, as well as AI-driven features that really streamlining the sourcing process for our businesses. So our team is definitely committed to constantly improving and enhancing our community based on not just on the evolving industry trends, but also on our users' feedbacks. So your feedbacks definitely play a critical role in shaping the future of our community.
Yeah, and Tiffany, I think there's also we're going to be integrating like industry-wide events into IO Community at a little later on, right? That's in development, like where we're going to take all of the big industry trade shows and then put them into IO Community as kind of like an events hub where, for example, if I am going to be attending like Supply Side West this October, I can go there and like just mark it like, hey, I'm going to be attending, and then other people who mark that they'll be attending there, they'll be able to see others and like facilitate more direct contacts, meetings at the place. I think we're going to be even like enabling webinar hosting on IO Community, right? Like
Yeah,
that's
totally. So event hosting is definitely down the road. And so like Sean, you mentioned about networking, connecting, isn't just about sending messages, right? So we are definitely exploring more tools for our user they can interact with each other, joining those webinars, especially not limited to those big trade shows that's happening in this industry, but as well as like if your own company is hosting events, you can definitely show your event's information on IO community, and whoever's participating can interact with each other right there on IO community. So definitely stay tuned to the new features coming up. We are trying to unlock more opportunities to transform the way our user can interact, can engage, and even source or negotiate the price.
Amazing. And also we can be able to attach pictures, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. So audience, you heard it. You can attach pictures, use this to your advantage to like market, promote your events, tag which trade shows in the future that you'll be at. I think that's a very beneficial tool there, because I'm always asking sellers, are you going to be at this trade show, and buyers as well. So it'd be nice to have that connection as well. Also regarding the feedback, audience, your feedback and your opinions, your comments really matter to us. You know, we're developing even more and we'd love to hear from you. So there is an inquiry hub or an inquiry feature in IO community. Is that correct, Tiffany and Sean?
Mhm.
It's a feedback a feedback box at the lower right hand side of the page.
Okay.
So, you know, a user can give us like anywhere from 1 star to 5 stars. Please give us 5 stars. And then the page 2 of the feedback form, you can type out any suggestions, you know, what works for you, what doesn't work. And please, 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 like I would really like for you in the audience to give us feedback, because I've been looking at this thing for like over a year now. Tiffany, probably longer. We we just really need fresh eyes on this.
Yes,
So yeah, any feedback, any and all feedback is welcome.
absolutely. So the big question, everyone, why should you join IO community?
Yeah, that's really the crux of the matter. So IO community is really designed with 3 pillars in mind. It's to make things smarter, better, and faster. So if you're in the ingredients industry, this platform is built to make things smarter, better, and faster for you. So that's whether you're in purchasing, you're in QC, you're in RD, you're looking for new products, new suppliers. If you're a seller, like a supplier of products, if you're looking to sell on ingredients online, or even just you're independent and you want to showcase your ingredients, IO community will allow you to do that. And then, you know, also for industry experts or even service providers, like if you're a researcher, if you're involved in
Paper
packaging,
making,
yeah,
packaging.
anything and everything. Like, you know, if you're looking to get connections and build your brand, IO community can help you do that. It's designed to act as a force multiplier for your operations. So yeah, it helps you do things smarter and faster at the end of the day.
Yes. Tiffany, do you have something to add to that?
Well, not only that, it's completely free to join. If you're already an existing buyers or sellers of ingredients online, you should be able to get access to it right away on your portal. You should be already able to see an icon, IO community icon on the right-hand side of in when you register and logged in. So try using it today and give us some feedback, like Sean mentioned. You'll be easy to see the survey box down below, and just let us know how you feel. Let us know like what additional features you like to see on IO community today.
Yeah, that QR code takes you to the registration page, so you can just make yourself an account. Um, and it looks like we've got some Q&A here. Someone's asking a question. Um, Here, I'll read it off. When using the negotiate now button, can I negotiate with more than one product? For example, if I want 1,000 kgs of one product and 1,000 of another, can I do a group bid if the ingredients are from the same factory? Do I have the ability to leverage multiple product purchases, or do I have to negotiate for each product individually? Tiffany, do you want to answer that?
Yeah, totally. That's a great question. So at this moment, our current design for the price inquiry or negotiation is only one-to-one. So you can only to negotiate to one seller for one product in this one inquiry. You have to put more initiate more inquiry just for other products, but definitely something that we are currently working on is to, like you mentioned in the question, to allow the user add additional products into one inquiry, as well as allowing the user to have more sellers to participate in this one inquiry. So we're definitely in the process of expanding the capability of our current price increase design or functionality, but trying to not only to bring more capability, but also considering not jeopardizing the simplicity for this negotiation tool.
Great. Thank you, Tiffany. And we do have another question here as well. If I am a current seller on ingredients online, is it necessary for me to add my products on price negotiation feature, or are they automatically added to that feature for me? I can answer that for you. So if you are a seller on ingredients online right now, you have the ability to opt your products in for the price inquiry feature. So we're not gonna like force our sellers into it, because it just sometimes it wouldn't make sense for them to open that up for a product. So yeah, as a seller, you completely have the option to opt in, and then once you opt into that, then that negotiate now button will appear on your product's listing page on the platform. Yeah, so that answers that. Yeah, if anyone else has questions, feel free to drop it in that Q&A box. We'd be happy to answer anything for you. Again, that QR code right there takes you to the registration page for IO Community.
And
Feel free.
we will also send a link afterwards as well.
Correct. Yeah, that link is going to be in the post-webinar email that goes out. So when you join, I mean, feel free to connect with me. I can answer any questions that you might have on the platform. Yeah, I'd love to interact with all of you. Okay. Looks like, okay. Okay, we got a question. Sounds great, but as a buyer, I'm worried that I'm going to be overwhelmed with spam from sellers. How is your platform working to make sure I'm getting focused results and not just a list of 100 suppliers with products that are close to what I am looking for? Okay, that's a great question. So, we'll answer this. So I understand that there's a concern that there's going to be overwhelming spam from sellers on IO community. But for the actual products that are that are available for the price negotiation feature, that's only available for sellers who are registered on ingredients online. So all the products that you see with the price inquiry feature, those are verified products that we enable on our website. Tiffany, is there anything else you'd want to maybe add to that?
Yeah, that's actually a legit question, because we also got similar concerns on LinkedIn, right? So we're receiving promotion messages or connection invitations. We definitely have our own protocol just to have like ingredients online, to have some certain of control on the back end, to get advertising purposes, not just about raw materials or the suppliers' services. So definitely something that we are constantly working on just to set up the protocol for our user to get more cleaned connections as well as the best quality connections. We also have certain features where you can report certain connections or connection invites you're constantly receiving. So that really also help us to have some certain control over certain users, to also help other users to have more experience on our community. So that's a great question. Thank you for pointing this out.
Yes, thank you, audience. All right, looks like we are at the end of our webinar. Thank you everyone so much for joining us today. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Tiffany, for being amazing speakers. And we love you here at Ingredients Online. And we can't wait to see you all in IO Community. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure.